Everyone have their things? Okay, I'm quite excited to welcome you all back. Hello, friends. Hello, darlings. Hello, audience members. Everyone out there in this wonderful world, this wonderful universe that we have to explore together. Now, yet again, it is the end of the week in some places, and we are revisiting a story we're quite fond of telling. Now, you and I both know my role in this by now. I'm your narrator. At most, I help you see what's in front of you, understand exactly what you're tasting, and sometimes help you figure out if your senses are deceiving you. My job's pretty easy. I don't have to do much. Kind of show up. But if you're looking for a real guide in this crazy big real world, the one I usually rely on is the one who does the recap.
I can do it. It was a long one last time. We had closed the prior session with the boarding of a train and the travel back to the Darkhold. And we started last week's episode with Slayer, who was hot on our tracks, heading in our direction. Meanwhile, in Darkhold, the key team members debriefed, discussed everything that happened in the time travel shenanigans, the imminent threat of the nightmares, the train that is now on their doorstep, and with everything going on, people decided that they wanted to go to the vampire party. To that end, everyone kind of went in their own ways. Dream and Gloombringer went to make preparations to go to Eden with Jadot, and Dream went and checked on the Dream Seed, which Primrose, their major domo, had taken to Dalcor, the edge of the dreaming, and found a little pocket in the heart of the shadows to hide it. Be quite a challenge to get it back. Atlantis went off to ready himself and got his party clothes from Nyria. And Nyria requested exotic materials if he found any in his adventures. Ambassador went back to mentor Apprentice and made a alignment shift, and was quite compassionate to Apprentice. Offered him the run of the Library of Alexandria, where the Quiet was had put him to at ease. Apprentice gives Alex a vision of destiny, which he summarized that Alex was in limbo. Order the Eighth, bound in chains through their own folly, through the plains, find the junction of hopelessness, or something to that extent. Nemesis found Jadot and explored the circus, stopping several places and eventually tracking down Baron Raku, who named them as their champion after finally heeding Samadhi's advice to stop his restless folly. So Nemesis now champion of the Gede, and we ended with Stark updating his family on the goings on and his new family member. And that's it. And here we are.
Beautiful. Take your well-deserved point of inspiration. Atlantis. We find our story starting with you this evening. You traveled the long path from the circus to its outskirts, remembering exactly where that barrier used to be. Just before it ends, on the eastern side, you find the Van Heinrich estate, where Stark has made a home. You're greeted by a long passage, a trail that leads up to a large estate, a small church house attached to it, and large double doors. Atlantis?
Sorry, I'm here. Look at my cool new token. Along the way, I would have. I'm trying to remember the exact fucking spells. I think it's Conjure Elemental to summon a Naiad, which is basically a water fairy, to act as servant for me tonight. And I think Wild Shape to use Find Familiar to summon a Flail Snail as a mount. So I can look good making an entrance tonight.
Okay. Let me just.
I probably should have told you this beforehand so you could get tokens, but
You're
I
good.
didn't think
I'm
about
quick
it.
on the fly. Lucky for you, I actually have some of those already, just not the flail snail. And just to clarify, to summon a naiad, you would need summon woodland beings, not summon elementals.
I thought it was one of these. Maybe it was. It may have been.
It is
It
one
was
of them.
something.
It is. It is one of those conjure spells, but it's conjure woodland beings specifically because it's a fey creature, not an
Okay.
elemental.
Yeah, that one we'll use. There it is. Country Blend Beings. Yeah, so we'll do that one.
And just one naiad?
Yeah, just the one to act as, servant and all that. To announce my arrival and be the gopher, I guess.
The go
Keep
between,
up
yeah.
appearances.
Okay. Quite easily done. And this is probably something that you did while you were even getting ready to set out in the first place. And you had them
Yeah.
all uh, take the
Ooh,
journey with me. Take the journey with you, I mean.
I like that dress. I like that. Well, Stark knows me. We're just gonna open up this door.
Oh! And
Since there's no one out here to greet us.
you press on the door to see that it's locked, of course.
Mm. And he'll take a step back and he'll holler out, Stark von Heinrich, I have come for you.
And the Naiad just taps your shoulder and then points towards the large knockers on the door.
Yes, well, I, I figured my voice would be more commanding and easier to hear. He'll
And
just
sure enough, the door does open, and on the other side is not Stark, but actually a large demon.
Do I recognize this, or is this new to me?
You've been to Stark's place before, right?
Just the once, I think it was, when we
Then
first met.
you would definitely know Loon, the
Okay.
uh the head the head butler, excuse me, of the
Okay.
house.
Uh, Finally, somebody to greet us. I am here for your master.
Please step into the lobby waiting area. I will fetch the master.
Very well. Then Lance will step in first.
And Loon guides you into the next room where you find a table long enough to feed at least 12 people at once. At least. He gestures for you to wait there as he goes into the next room.
Give him a quick nod as he leaves, and Lance will go and take a seat at the table and cross his arms. It is not often I go out for these social events anymore.
Stark, Loon, knocks and enters and announces that you have guests. Atlantis has arrived to see you, my master.
Ah, I see. It's about that time already. Well then. I will make this brief. As I have stated earlier, it'd be best if what I am about to say stays between all of us. If I hear word gets out, I will not hesitate to kill you. Am I understood?
And there's a solemn nod throughout the entire room.
Very good. Well, as all of you should already know, There is a certain crime that a vampire must never commit. The crime of creating a blood leech. I have broken that rule twice now. One was a young lass, brimming with potential. Practically the first day that I had left the manor and the circus. Sadly, she perished the day after. In my, how should I say, distress, in my anger, I set loose an ancient evil. An ancient vampire. Hidden deep in a building filled with the bodies of our kind. I later found out that the one I had set free was the prince, the heir to the throne of House Mata. Things went well. Things didn't end up well. Things went terribly. The moment he regained consciousness, the sun was blocked out and a blood moon arose as hundreds of thousands of bats dispersed across the land, killing everything in sight. I, and well, the rest of the group, retreated. And we brought this up with the Queen, as we thought that, well, maybe House Mata would like to know that one of their own was a blood leech. This is when the Queen had tasked me with a trial of sorts. I was meant to kill the prince, see to it that his ashes spread and flowed through the wind. Of course, all of you know my disdain for the Queen. I sought out a different solution, and so I brought it up with House Curso. I thought it necessary for, well, an alliance. And I was right. They had tasked me with capturing the prince alive. And so, traveled back to Ajaib. The prince. And we staked him. Transported him to the 8th layer of hell. We then lied to the queen and told her that the problem was taken care of. Ashes in the wind and all that. We made a deal with House Curso. They would experiment on the prince's body and research it. In exchange, they would ally themselves with House von Heinrich. And, well, due to, how should I put this? Some unforeseen problems, I was anointed the hero of Ajaib. And because of such, I was approached by a weak beggar boy seeking to join our family. Reluctantly, I accepted him into our ranks. But not as just any ordinary vampire. His first meal was the blood of the prince, making him a blood leech himself. That is all I will tell you for the moment, as I believe it'd be terrible if I arrived late to the ball, wouldn't it?
At this point, you hear banging from the door. Stark, hurry up! I'm growing impatient.
Boone growls and begins to raise their mace and reach towards the door.
Calm yourselves.
What monster?
He's right. As we are now recognized as a genuine house of Darkhold, we have to keep face, represent. I cannot be late.
Godfrey is visibly rubbing his temples. Even though it's impossible for vampires to have a headache, Godfrey often complains of one. Victor's rubbing his beard, for you can tell he's deep in thought on what the next plan is. And Taiga is stalwart and stoic, ever vigilant for any trouble or danger, but doesn't waver at all. Pringles is gnawing on the furniture.
Well, I'll be taking 2 of you along with me. Taiga, Victor, you shall accompany me to the ball.
just two? Just two? Just two? I mean, why not all of us? Right? It would be a great outing for the family.
Well, I don't think we'd want to see any missing limbs at the ball, now, would we? And Stark points over at Pringles.
And Godfrey kind of grimaces. Yes, the family. I didn't say anything about pets.
Well, what do you think would happen if we were to leave Pringles alone?
Loon will
I
watch
I doubt we'd have a manor to come back to.
you. All right. I will babysit Pringles again. You know, why
Well,
do you say this? Ever since this little cretin has come into my life, I've become less of a scholar and more of a babysitter.
perhaps you're right. Loon, watch over Pringles while we are out.
Uh, yes, master.
I hope nothing goes wrong for your sake.
And Loon looks very worried.
Very well, Godfrey. You deserve an outing. You will accompany me as well.
Oh, what will I wear? And he rushes off out of the room.
Now, I believe I've made my guess wait long enough. And Stark will start heading down towards the dining room, or the lobby, I suppose.
Finally.
Apologies. I had to have a small family meeting.
Yes, yes. As much as I do not really wish to go to this party, I also do not wish to be late. It would look bad on all of us.
Indeed it would. Especially me. I am a part of the hierarchy now. This is my home. I must represent.
Very well. Are we ready?
We should be. I don't think Godfrey has that many clothing items. He should be here any minute, along with everyone else that I'll be bringing.
Very well, then. I shall be waiting outside. I have a ride.
Oh. You're riding in style, I see.
Yes, the last party was not worth bringing out the luxurious things, but I figure this time, considering all houses will be in attendance, well, barring the one, it should step up my game a little bit.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, Naiad, and they'll motion to the servant. This is Bloodlord Stark von Heinrich. You shall regard him in almost the same amount of, what's the word I'm looking for? You shall regard him almost as high as you would me.
Evening, Naiad. I am Bloodlord Stark von Heinrich. advisor to the King of the Sea.
And a seafoam fairy, very demurely and quietly, bows down ever so slightly, turns up a soft smile at you.
Stark returns a soft smile. Now then, I believe we've waited long enough. Stark will snap his fingers.
Victor and Tyga are already at your side, and soon you meet Godric at the door.
Perfect.
You can swear as you're leaving you hear the sound of some loud crash. But what exactly that is, you couldn't put your finger on. Think nothing of it.
I have missed my punishments.
As we fade to black here, and we find ourselves back at the circus in a very familiar tavern with a sleepy haze and the perfect drink right before bedtime. Uh, Dream, Gloombringer, we left you here at the nightcap.
Him, my fairies were fetching Jadat, and Gloom and I relaxing in reverie, where the barrier to the Fae is close, and Dream has prepared their defenses against the nightmares that have been roaming the night.
And it's a pretty busy night here in Reverie. For the most part, you are indeed seeing a lot of new faces. The idea of a boom in business is always interesting to think of, but what should be noted is the crowd is very different than what you're used to. Seems like a lot of strangeness you can't quite put your finger on. Not at first, though. If you'd like to, you can, make checks of any sort.
Now, what is it you put in that pipe there, Dream? I'm awfully curious.
Oh, these crystals. Sims some, picks one off the tree as it hangs in the air. It puts it in her pipe and starts to smoke and produces shapes of battles and glory and champions of light and darkness clashing. And it's a little crutch of mine. I've always smoked when I'm nervous.
Does it give you a euphoric feeling? Or is it just for shapes and tricks?
It's very calming, soothing. Has a puts tends to put one to sleep. And they drift off into bliss.
Can't lie. These days that sounds pretty nice. My nights have been growing more and more restless. Well, with the surge and power of this vanguard, I do hope we finish this soon.
I'm afraid it will get worse before it gets better. But Dream finishes her clockwise circle of the room, and a still falls over as power falls into place, warding the dreams of those who daydream in this place between worlds. We will be tempting fate, walking right through the realm of dreams on our way to Eden. I hope we have dealt the Vanguard a blow strong enough to buy us the time to get there. And back.
Now, you are familiar with this realm. You've been there before.
I've touched its sandy beaches, drank its water, breathed its air, but no, I've never been there.
Very well. Seems we are going into this one blind. Sip my wine firmly.
Do I get anything for upcasting Warding Dreams?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Will not bother.
And I'll kind of turn around in my chair and look at the guests. Like, well, quite the intriguing crowd this evening, if I do say so myself.
And Dream turns and makes that insight check. Which is a 19.
And with that 19, you see that there is something quite strange. Now that you're really looking at the crowd, there's a lot more people here than you had thought at first. You realize some of these creatures are living on the other side of that plane. You're seeing firsthand what makes Cirque Magnifique so special. As you really begin to look at your surroundings, the seats fill up. There are even more bodies here, thriving on both sides of the veil.
What a wonderful confluence.
In the
These
corner,
Gede.
in the corner of the room, you catch one dealing seemingly going down. Two people at a table play cards. You see one of these creatures is clearly not of this world anymore. At least, clearly to you. On the other side of the table, a distressed human seems to be losing whatever bet they wagered. Can't really make out what they're talking about now, but if you really tried to, you could try and eavesdrop on their conversation. Or do you have the observant feat?
Dream does not.
Okay. And Gloombringer, you can kind of see that Dream is like really looking at something now.
I think we've lost Gloom.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, there we are, muted. As Dream's eyes still on a portion of the room, I'll lean in and say, "Has a certain visitor caught your eye?"
I was praising the Gede in one breath and cursing them in the next.
And I'll raise my wine glass and finish it.
Seems that the Barons have bridged this world and the next. And we have members of both sides in our presence.
Oh, but of course. This is exactly what makes the Cirque so magnificent.
I can only imagine that we are about to see them switch places. For what else do the dead wish for?
Well, as many do know, some don't, most things go around here. A deal is a deal.
Absolutely. I do not know how I feel about it in my establishment. But
Come now. It's a parlor. Can't say your guests aren't going to partake in gambling.
I'll have to think on this. Maybe there is opportunity to commercialize it.
Now you're starting to catch on, Dream.
Gloombringer, if you'd like, you can also make a check of to see if you can spot what Dream caught a whiff of.
I'll be looking over in that general direction, but like indiscreetly. Like when you're like, hey, look at that dude at 6 o'clock, and then like you don't just look, like break your neck, look over your shoulder. Like you make it like casual, right? That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I want to see things play out. Gloombringer's sitting back. He's mage hand his wine out of his pocket and is pouring himself another glass, and has been enjoying the revelry at Revelry.
Okay. All right. All right. Do you want to make a check to try and actually hear what's going on, or do you just kind of want to play it by your passive?
Yeah, I wanna see what's going on from over here. I don't want to intrude or walk
No,
over and
a check
interrupt.
won't. I'll say this: a check won't intrude, but you're in a busy bar, so to try and really listen in on their conversation, you'll have to make a check, or I'll just use your passive. Um,
Okay.
but in this case, you would have
I mean, yeah, I would say the passive. I wouldn't be actively looking. I would be sitting back and drinking. But my passive
Okay,
is a 22, so
okay. I will say because it is a loud bar, I will take a debuff to that, so it's only going to be a 12 for your passive.
that's fine.
Which is okay, cool. You can make out between the two of you some bits and pieces here and there. But you can also see they're definitely playing cards. One person is clearly winning. What looks to be a blue-haired halfling with deep plum skin. Against another halfling. Wow. A little shorter and smaller, with hair black as coal and skin almost just the same color. Um, Towards the end of this scene, you see that all of the gold that was on the table has made its way to the left side. And this halfling seems to be pleading. Some words are exchanged. Looks like there's a bit of a disagreement, a bit of argument. Don't really
Well,
catch
this
what's
looks like
being
it's about
said.
to get good. He surely looks desperate. And anybody knows desperation in this circuit. Well, it's not going to go in your favor. And I'll start looking over my shoulder for any of the Gede.
You don't see them in the room, but when you look back to the other two, they've paused and now they're shaking hands and sitting back down again. They're feeling another hand. You watch the next 3 hands play out quickly, and the whole-skinned halfling sink into their chair and their eyes go dull. The other halfling stands up and walks away, leaving the deck of cards there. Pats him on the shoulder and whispers something in his ear as he walks away. You see in real time, Dream, 2 creatures switch sides of the veil.
An interesting place they have created. I think I will enjoy my time here. I will motion signal Primrose and send a glass of something top shelf to the downtrodden who has switched his place with it, and whisper in Primrose's ear to send him a message. Rough night. This one's on the house. Tell those on your side what happened here on your new side. What happened here. And may we welcome you again to the the side you were first on. Wow, talking's hard sometimes. Overall, you know, life's hard, but you'll get them next time. And you should do it here.
Gloombringer is going to sit and wait for an opportunity for there's another halfling? There's two halflings?
Yeah, one halfling tricked the other.
Yeah, I want the winner. I want to talk to the winner. Like, whenever he's, like, walking away from the table,
Yeah,
like, there's a hop.
he gets up and he starts to walk directly towards the door.
Oh, yeah, I want to walk. I'm going to just, like, walk next to him.
Okay.
On the way out.
I'll say you'll meet him outside.
Okay.
Right as he's leaving.
And quite the impressive gambit, I must say.
Me? Right. Sorry, I don't. Your accent's thick. Can't really understand you. But nice to meet you. Oh, I'm on my way. Have a good one.
Yes, of course. On your way to a new world of adventure. If you could spare just a moment, I was quite curious. And I mean, you robbed the man blind. Let's just be honest. And I'll laugh. Does he disappear?
Oh no, sorry.
You goofed me. You robbed the man blind. That's quite the stake. I think it's I mean, at least worth a drink. Come, please, sit with me.
Robbed him. Like, have you know, I beat him square and fair in a good game of cards.
And I'll smile and say softly, "Of course you did."
What are you insinuating?
Me? Insinuations? I'd never. Do you know who you're talking to?
Not at all.
Well, guess that is right. You are new here.
Wait, hold on. You look... Wait, no, I know you. You're one of those helper folks, the bringers. Yeah, what bringer are you? Annoying bringer. I'm kidding. It's a very cool gimmick you're all doing. It's a lot of commitment to a bit. Oh, you bring the gloom. That doesn't seem quite right for a circus.
Yes, well, as I was saying, you are new here, so, well, I think you're quite capable. You could use some help around here.
Oh.
I admire your talents, sir. I haven't even caught your name. What was it again?
I'm self-employed, is the problem with that.
Yeah. That's exactly the type of people we're looking for around here. Good motor, self-inspired, able to be creative on the job. I think
that would defeat the purpose of self-employed, now wouldn't it?
Yes, but you need benefactors for your employment, do you not?
No, I'm quite fine, actually. This was a nice little bump, but I think I got all I need from this dog and pony show.
And I'll persuade him with a 32 and say, perhaps just stop by the big top. Ask for the Gede. Couldn't hurt.
Gede?
But
What's
no,
the Gede?
you were in a rush. I don't want to impose. Please,
No. You're not going to
go on.
cut the conversation off now once I'm interested. What's the Gede? What's a Gede? What's a Gede?
Oh, well, I mean, they're well.
Oh, is it that
I'll
kind of
lean
special
in.
massage?
I'll lean and whisper. They're the money behind everything.
It is that kind of special massage.
I guess they could get you special massage, of course. Why not?
Oh, sign me up. They should call you Funbringer. And he slaps you on the back.
Ah, yes, Funbringer, of course. And your name was again?
Right, I'll see you. And he starts walking off.
Gloombringer will just be a little disturbed. I'll go back in this.
On the other side, Hickory, Dickory, and Doc come back empty-handed. Little squeaks let you know they couldn't find Jadot anywhere. They tried using magic to find him, and it seems as though there are wards against doing that.
Wherever could he have gone? Oh, I hope. Dream looks around for Gloombringer.
You see Gloombringer kick in the door as he is absolutely displeased by the last conversation, so he now wants to be the star of the show. And he's going to whip out his rapier, which turns into a guitar. And he's just going to land a sweet chord.
Gloom, what did you do with Jadot?
And I'll sing a song to Dream, like making eye contact with Dream the entire time as I walk through the bar and float through the air and step over the guests and play my song. And it's all about, I don't know where Jadot is.
Well, now you have to sing it.
And you can clearly see that Gloombringer's probably a little drunk at this point. And about 30 seconds in, you definitely understand that he definitely doesn't know where Jadot is.
Why aren't you singing? One of the pixies whispers into your ear and asks if you want them to turn Gloombringer into a slug again.
I told you, not in the bar. It's bad for business. Gloom, please. We've got to go find Jadot. He is RUNNOFT.
Coming down from my illusionary stage that I've created for myself in the middle of the revelry. The music will stop, the lights will come down, and eventually Gloombringer will take the dazzle off.
And the crowd claps.
Did you say Jadot has run off?
I did indeed.
Where? What are we waiting for?
You?
And with a very proud step forward, I'll just begin marching out the front door.
Right back out where you came from. And the pixies agree with you. All the while, we fade to black. Nemesis, where have you wandered off to? You might be muted, babe. Jay?
I regret to inform you that Nemesis and Jadot have eloped.
What's going
Imagine.
on? Can
Hello?
you guys hear me?
We can now.
Now we can.
Okay, yay. I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening. um, um, where am I? I'm sorry, what happened?
That's exactly what we are pulling into. You had just finished with the Gede. You had gone to their manor with Jadot.
I mean, I'm assuming that me and Jadot, well, I know Jadot wanted to meet the Baron, and then he was just like, what the fuck just happened? And then we faded to black. So I still wanted him to be able to do what he wanted to do.
Unfortunately, you don't think that will happen tonight.
Okay. Well, then I
You
looked at
did see,
Jadot.
yeah. You did see the Baron retire. You know, you all witnessed that whole thing.
Okay. Be like, I think you might have to wait another night or just a bit longer for you to be properly introduced. How do you feel about going for a drink?
I will need one after all that.
Yes, I agree. Aside from the one that I took, and I kind of very like unladylike. She's gonna just like put the cork in her mouth, like in her teeth, and just uncork it with her mouth, and do a and like spit it out.
As you're
Cheers.
walking, he cheers you as well. Cheers you as well. And you find yourselves on the path back to the circus. A short one, a mile, like it was to get there in the first place. And the moon hangs high in the sky now. The air is brisk, and the moon feels a special kind of cool on your skin. Now, there's something hanging in the air, something unsaid. You can feel it on the tip of Jadot's tongue. It paints the silence.
Just say what's on your mind.
Ah,
The tension is killing me.
on my mind. There are lots of things on my mind.
Yes, but I'm not one for unsettled conversations or things that are left unsaid when they should be. I can feel it. Just come on. And she kind of like motions with her hands, like spit it out.
You you just gave a part of yourself to an entity you cannot really describe. For vengeance of a lover you do not remember. You cannot recall your relationship with.
She's gonna
I
look at her ring and twist it. I don't need to remember to know how I felt. nor how I feel.
I am not speaking ill of you at all. I want you to know that. I am just. What I am saying is, I am in awe of you. I did not know that a love could exist, one so powerful that it transcends death itself.
Well, what's the phrase? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And her eyes are going to flash red angrily.
Indeed, you are not born from hell, but a power perhaps more potent.
I'd kill the devil himself if I knew that he was the one who did what he did to me.
Do you think sometimes that it should not be so hard? That the fairy tale should have a happy ending sooner rather than later? I am just afraid, Nemesis, that my fairy tale will not have a happy ending, as it every day looks more and more like the beginning of a nightmare.
I think, and she's going to look up at the moon. I think I truly believed in fairy tale endings at one point. All rainbows and sunshines and happiness, and seeing me now, feeling the pain that I feel, this anger that I have that just won't dissipate no matter how hard I try to quench it and move past. I believe I've come to realize that happy endings are just stories that haven't finished yet. Life is cruel. Yes, you can find small moments of happiness, but happiness is fleeting, as is cruelty and pain. We get to choose what we wish for in our lives, to embrace the happiness, to move past it and embrace pain. But sometimes one or the other are unavoidable.
As you're looking into the sky, Nemesis, gazing at the moon, almost speaking more to her than to Jajad, you notice a cloud darker than the rest move quickly across the sky. Slowly you begin to realize the form it takes is not that of your usual fluster of ice and water. A dark black creature darts down past the tree line and towards you. Roll initiative.
Oh snap! Okay. All right. 31.
All right. See, you're at 31. You are going to go first as the creature sweeps down and lunges towards you. As it approaches, you get to attack.
Do you have the other token of what she looks like when she's all demonic looking and banshee looking?
I will give it to you as soon as you do that.
Yeah, no, that's she immediately. I'm gonna say she starts when she sees the cloud and the shadowy figure. She starts getting flashes and images of her memory, small bits and pieces of the same shadow that attacked her on her wedding night, and her eyes go red, her skin goes pale, her hands turn into large claws. Tears start to come out of her eyes, but they're tears of blood, and the wound in her chest starts to open up and be visible again. And I'm going to use my bonus action and use Ghost Walk. And she's going to kind of very rushedly run up on him, or them, it, and use her claws at him.
And what you attack is a large flying creature and the specter riding atop it, wearing a mask with a nightmarish skull as its motif.
Ooh. Yeah. I got a nat 20, 36.
Very nice. Now, are you attacking the creature it's riding or the creature itself? Your choice.
Let's go with the creature it's riding.
Okay. That's going to be a critical hit.
And damage is 12. So what, double it?
24.
Or okay, yeah, 24. And yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, because I used my bonus action to Ghost Walk.
All right. You are going to need to make a wisdom saving throw. As soon as you lash out at the creature, it lets out a mind-bending screech.
Is it a spell?
It is not.
Okay. 13.
13 is going to fail.
No. Okay.
You are going to take 30 psychic damage. You are stunned for 1 minute.
You said 30 psychic, right?
Psychic.
So I'm resistant to psychic.
Nice. So you're going to take half of that, which would be 15.
Mm-hmm. But I'm still stunned, right?
Unfortunately, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
right. Next will be Jadot. Who at first rears back as soon as they see your face when you're shocked backwards by this mind-bending screech. But he still leaps into action. Hold on. Computer is slow. Right. As Jadot steals himself, he crawls over towards you and presses a hand on your shoulder. He says some words in Madani as his hand glows and you can feel some magic begin to give you an advantage against the spell.
Yes.
For an hour, you have resistance to psychic damage, which you already have, so it cancels out. And you also have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
All right. Go you the dot. I'm gonna buy you a drink after this.
That was his action. Bonus action. He's gonna give you a bardic inspiration, which is a d6.
Ooh.
Remember, you can add that to checks. So you have
Mhm.
advantage and a d6 to a check if you want it.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
It's going to try to scurry away here, get some distance, and provoke an attack of opportunity. From both of them. 26 will hit Jadot for 12 slashing and 10 psychic. So 12 and 5. And Lumbering will bite with the 27, which will also hit for 15. And Jadot reels away as they both rip into him.
No, not my new friend.
And it goes back to your turn, I believe, Nim?
Okay. You
Make
said it's
that
a
roll.
wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep.
All right, so I get advantage on that. First one, oh, that's terrible. 15. And the second one, that's better. 23.
What's the first one?
15.
15 passes.
Oh, cool. Okay, yes. So I'm no
Alright.
longer stunned, right?
You are no longer stunned. It's my turn. Do. A 21 to hit you, Nem.
Nope.
One more time. A 20 is gonna miss. And the creature atop this spectral steed swings its scythe directly towards your head twice. And its winged creature snaps and claws at you, but finds no purchase on any of its attacks. Jadot, from behind, re-engages just enough as he yells out in Madani, "Sought!" And a whip of magical energy lashes from his hands. And he rolls to hit for a... Whoa, a 32.
Oh, snap.
It's gonna be 15 force damage as he snaps at the mounted specter. It's your turn.
Okay. We are... Yeah.
You still have Bardic Inspiration.
All right, cool. I'm going to use my claws. The first one is a 26 for the one riding the specter.
Will hit.
Okay, that's going to be 19 slashing damage. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to swipe at them again. The 21.
Will also hit.
Perfect. That's 13 slashing damage. So 2 nice Revenant Claw swipes. And yeah, I'm still holding on to my Bardic until I need it.
You've ripped into this specter so quickly. Its health, its vitality, draining into your claws. But it's not done fighting yet.
Come at me, bro!
Come on, recharge. Thank you. Make another wisdom saving throw for me.
I still have advantage, right?
You do.
All right, so the first one was a 14. And the second one was a 10. Either one of those?
No.
For the 14, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration. Yes, it's a D4, right?
D6.
D6. All right. So it was, oh god, it was 1, so that made it to 15.
That's a pass.
Yes! Word.
Alright. Bite and a claw, 23 and 25 to hit.
For me?
Yep.
Nope.
I still make no purchase on you.
I just picture it going through my ghostly body.
And it flies up and away from you, making some space above your head. Jadot.
Wait, so it moved away from me, right?
Yep.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
You can definitely try, but as you do, you see that this creature can quickly fly by you. It has the flyby feature, so it does not provoke attacks of opportunity when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
You lucky son of a bitch. Okay.
And Jadot is going to respond with another word in Madani as he yells out, "Alm!" And a beam of crackling energy lances out towards the rider. And a 6 plus 16 to hit. So 25 is gonna hit for 17 lightning damage.
Oof.
And it's again the same lasso type energy. And this time it wraps around the specter and continues to lance this forceful magic directly into its form. And that's concentration. That was action. Bonus action, give you another bardic inspiration because you used it. And that's the end of Jadot's turn as he yells out towards you. We need to finish it! Kill the rider! And it's your turn.
Say less. How far away is it? How many feet?
15 feet in the air.
15 feet in the air. Okay. I can only fly 10 feet, right? Let's see. Where is it? It goes walking. Flying speed of 10. Okay.
You could high jump. You could running high jump first.
Is that can I?
Yeah, so for a high jump, you can jump 3 plus your strength modifier. So what's your strength modifier?
10.
So you can jump 13 feet in the air. And you can do that if you move 10 feet on foot first. If you don't move 10 feet first, then you can move half that.
Okay.
So right now you can jump 13 feet in the air and then fly 10 feet, another 10 feet.
Okay. And if I do that, that'll get me to the creature, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then we're doing that. She's just gonna get like a nice kind of running start. It almost looks like she's hovering off the ground. And then I'm going to jump, leap, and then fly the rest of the way there. And I'm going to double slash the rider. $32 to hit.
Hits.
Right. That is 16 to hit, slashing. And bonus action, I'm doing it again. 24 to hit.
Hits. How do you want to do it?
Ooh. The first swipe, I want to go towards its heart, but instead of kind of swiping, almost grab him, like hold him in place. And the second swipe, I want to rip off his jaw, like his whole bottom half of his head. And as I do it, say, "This is for my friend." And yeah, I want to like almost rip him in two, like as if I want to just aim for the head and aim for the jaw, but instead he kind of just splits in half.
And he's burst into shadow and screams.
And as a reaction, this creature has a soul.
I'll say yes.
All right, I'm sucking his soul in my ring.
And get a little token.
Very nice. And she's gonna scream a victory scream, a banshee wail. As she kind of just floating there for a second, just in her angry glory, just kind of glad that she's finally gotten some anger out, just frustration and pent up animosity that she didn't realize she's been holding on to for so long. It's gonna pant for a bit. And very, float back down. And as she gets closer and closer to Jadat and catching her breath, she's going to release the ghost walk and kind of just compose herself. Her eyes go back to being brown. The blood kind of on her face kind of seeps and disappears, and the hole in her chest where her heart was ripped out kind of just translucently mends back together, and she looks the way she did not 5 minutes ago. Are you all right?
What did you do?
I'm not sure. But Lord, did it feel so fucking good.
The night begins to fall silent as we once again fade to black. We find ourselves where we were meant to be most of this evening. A grand ball. The journey didn't take as long as it should have. Not for most folk. This crew rode in style. One on the back of a flail snail and the other, Stark. How did your team ride?
Our team, let's see. That's a good question. I suppose. Yeah, sure, why not? Stark would have spent the time to summon his group, a bunch of steeds, bunch of horses, some, how should I say? Each one different, I should put it. There was a skeletal horse, a pitch black horse. Let's see. A horse with bat wings just for flavor. And let's see. I guess if we could flavor it, a fucking flying carpet.
I love it.
Yep.
And of course, you're greeted by valets, thralls that take each steed. Pringles tries to, of course, or sorry, Pringles isn't here. We decided that.
Yeah, that would have been a bad idea.
You have the you kind of chuckle to yourself at the idea that Pringles probably would have tried to bite it. But all is well and smooth, and you get to the door and are greeted by some young little thing. She looks you up and down, almost begins to turn her nose up at you. Like she doesn't know who you are. But immediately you can tell someone far more important pushes directly past her. It's a Van Heinrich. It's the Van Heinrich. I'm so pleased to meet you, Lily, daughter of Mata. It is so nice to meet you. Step out of the way, Violet. Please, come in.
Of course.
Everyone has been dying to be with you in the same space.
How pleasant. Very well.
It appears that you have admirers already, Stark.
It appears so.
You must introduce me to your friends.
Ah, of course. Well, I suppose I should introduce you to Atlantis, a very good friend of mine. Not from here, as I'm sure you can see. He hails from the sea, king of the sea, to be exact.
A king? Lily, daughter of Mata. So gracious to meet your acquaintance.
The pleasure is all mine. I had no idea that House Mata housed such beautiful daughters, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, if you think I'm beautiful, you will be speechless at my sisters. Our queen only picks the most beautiful of us.
Then I look forward to meeting each of you.
Now, I should introduce my children. First, Victor. My, should I say, the smartest of the bunch, I suppose.
Godfrey in like the corner of your eye kind of prickles at that comment.
And Stark merely chuckles.
Advisor to House Van Heinrich. At your service. And of course, Victor
Tyga.
bows respectively.
Next is Tyga. Though he is stoic, he makes quite the capable guard and hunter.
A silent type. Well, if he's anything like Ruby, I'm sure he's full of surprises.
Indeed.
Lily already looks immediately smitten.
Well, Tyga's always been one for the ladies. And last, but certainly not least, there's Godfrey, my scholar.
I would hope to be the smartest in the room.
Please, Godfrey. You
We'll
know I
reserve
make
that for
such a
Victor this evening. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I think you should say he's the funniest. Lily kind of giggles to herself. Oh, I could keep you all here all night just to myself. I really could, but of course, Mother wouldn't be happy with that. So, I must implore you. I am the greeting host. I'm here to make sure that you know exactly where you're going and what you're getting into. The top floor is off limits. So mingle, enjoy everything here. The first front hall here will lead you off into the left direction towards our library. If you go towards the right, there's the great dining hall. That's where most of the aristocrats, if you will, have gathered. Oh, there is a pool, and we have filled it with blood tonight, so don't hesitate. Lift your feet. Take a little drink. The balcony towards the north end is closed, but there is a chamber there that some socialites have gathered at for more intimate talks. Take all that information with however you will. Doors that are locked are off limits. Otherwise, please enjoy the festivities until the final meeting on the balcony later this evening, where our queen will address us and the dance will begin. Thank you for coming. Have fun.
Of course. I hope to see you on the dance floor, Lily.
Start. Of course, I will save a dance just for you.
I look forward to it.
As do I.
Lucky man.
Godfrey, go wild. You have my permission to visit the library.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Very well. Atlantis, I suppose we should head to the aristocrats.
Yes, that will be a good place to start. And then he'll lean in and say a little quieter, I almost got excited when she mentioned a pool. But, alas.
Yes, we should avoid the pool. As much as I enjoy blood, people swim in that, and that's just gross. Seriously, who would drink blood with people's feet in it?
You'd be surprised, I suppose. Naiad, you shall accompany me.
Victor, Tiger, don't fall behind.
What should we do, Stark?
Well, I suppose you will be my guard. Tiger will be my guard for the night. Victor, I suppose you can mingle, if you know what I mean. Yes.
Yes. Mingle. I will report to you what I find. He starts
Very
to
good.
stealth off into different directions.
Now, let us head off, Atlantis.
Yes, let us go and make friends.
Indeed. Still, I was not expecting to receive quite the reception.
Yes, it seems it did not take them long for them to what's the word I'm looking for? To forget how much they disdained you.
Indeed. Well, I can't say I don't have disdain for them.
As you walk through all these rooms, all eyes, each time, are completely on you.
Stark merely smiles and waves. As he passes each room. Seriously, it's like they haven't seen the head of a household before.
Yes, if I remember from my father's various meetings over the years, a lot of these goodwill gestures are meaningless to both us and them.
Very true. Still, it is a good way to keep up a facade.
A vampire masquerade, if you will.
Indeed. Can't you feel the bloodlust in the air? All of these vampires wanting to rip each other's throats apart.
Oh, if only we were so lucky to get such a show.
If only. But because this is the Queen's manor, no such thing will occur.
Unfortunate.
Indeed.
Perhaps there'll be time for an after party.
Perhaps.
An after party, indeed. This many vampires all gathered around. Of course, anyone can smell it. There is palpable tension, especially when you walk into this room, Stark. All eyes are on the conversation half being held at the fireplace. Some of them don't even notice you at first. But of course, as you make your way in, they will.
Okay. There's a conversation going on at the fireplace?
Yep. If you
Would
make
I
your way
rec-
into the room, you can definitely hear it. And you'll be able to find it as well.
Okay. Making my way through. Right around here. Okay.
Now is not the time to be nervous, Stark.
Oh, no. It's alright. I'm not nervous. I'm just cold. All these dead people in one room. And the fire isn't very big. It gets quite cold.
Unfortunately, what you begin to hear as you get closer is a very familiar booming voice. Well, that's not exactly what I said. What I said is that men are strong and oftentimes smart and oftentimes the leaders of this world. So it only makes sense that if there is to be any monarch of vampires, should be a king. Across from him, a woman sits cross-legged.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
You, my dear sir, are the reason that any strife, pain, ignorance, or lack of common sense or human decency is gone from this world. You still think like a 13th century pig just because you were turned early doesn't mean you have to be a Neanderthal. He begins to raise his voice to shout at her. And one of the other vampires, seemingly from his court, puts a hand on his shoulder and kind of whispers something to him. He just grumbles and walks off.
Atlantis has a big grin because it's probably the most excitement they'll get tonight.
All these sides. King, queen, what does it matter?
Yes, all that matters is the power you wield.
All that matters is that the ruler knows how to rule.
And Lance is just thinking to himself, I can't wait to rule one day. It's gonna be a good it's gonna be a good day.
Dark, you can't help but make eye contact with the woman sitting in the chair. Hers are deadlocked on yours. You can see now she stirs a small cup of what could be tea, but you doubt it.
Is she looking at me or at Stark?
She's looking at Stark.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Stark merely smiles and waves.
Lance kind of leans in and whispers, not much for saying hello to people, are you?
Well, I'm not very interested in politics. That's all these people wish to speak about.
And
Besides,
suddenly, cutting you off in double time, two voices begin to address you from right behind you. Mother Aelin wishes to speak with the head of House Van Heinrich.
I see. Very well.
A word of advice before you go. They are trying to see how you carry yourself as this new official ruler. Don't be shy. If you need to indulge a little bit to get their attention, feel free to do so.
Naturally. Keep in contact, Atlantis.
Yes, I will not be far.
Indeed. I will speak to you telepathically. There will be no issue. As Stark moves towards the couch, I suppose, along with Tyga.
While he does that, Lance will go and start seeing what other people are talking about and such. Mingle, as they call it.
Okay. We love the mingling. bam, bam. Just need to check something. Okay. Did everyone see my message?
Yes. Oh, Lord. It's already fucking late. Jesus.
We are gonna take a quick 5-minute break here. Grab some water and things like that as we do a little fade to black. And when we come back, we will begin to tell the most harrowing parts of today's story. Okay, here we are. Welcome back, everyone, to the story that we attempt to tell to the best of our ability, though sometimes the lines between storytelling and the real world get blurred. Nemesis, the walk here was quiet. Back through the circus to the west side, where honestly the only tavern in the circus is the Reverie and the Nightcap, conjoined establishment. That's probably one of the best times that people have here in the circus. The main attraction, almost, besides all the fanfare. Before you get to the door, Jamil stops you. I did not mean to make you feel judged or like you have done anything wrong, because you haven't. Like I said before, I admire you and all that you've done.
But
But I just hope that this is what we both want.
for the moment, I want nothing more.
And he watches you walk through the door.
And that's when I told them the black sludge was part of the show. Isn't that a good one, Dream?
Boombringer, we've been trying to leave to find Dot for the last half an hour.
But
You,
would you just listen to the moral of the story?
the moral of the story is that you need to be the center of attention.
Well, I mean, it is my.
So let's go find Dot. Let's get this thing under wraps. In and out before any more nightmares.
Don't you think it's just better if we just sit here, drink wine, get to know each other? We've been having such good conversation.
Just thought, I think your friends might be looking for you, or have been.
Me?
Who knows, Dream? I mean, who's to say Jadad doesn't just walk through the doors of the revelry?
And we both turn, look straight at him.
Ta-da!
Oh, perfect. I was looking all over for you, Jamil.
For me!
Dream, I found him.
Yes. Are we
Sorry I
ready?
kidnapped him. He was just such fun company. And she's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, kind of endearingly.
And he smiles quite sincerely back at you. Glad to be stolen.
I am so glad that you've been enjoying your time here, Cirque Magnifique. Here, have a drink. Waves over to Primrose.
She flits
We
over and
have
lands a mug in front of them.
the witching hours upon us. It is time to slip between worlds. Have you readied yourself?
Every day for many years. But is one ever ready?
I can honestly say that no matter how ready you are, it won't be easy.
Must we go alone? And he kind of turns towards Nemesis. Would I not be able to bring a companion?
He's gonna look at you and kind of raise an eyebrow, expectingly, like, well,
I don't believe our acquaintance has been met, but you do bear Baron's mark.
Yes, and well, I don't remember you on the way in. So, Gerard, you've been quite busy since you've been here.
oh, well,
I'm,
where are my manners? Nemesis. She kind of reaches out a hand.
you may call me Dream. And does a curt bow, very knightly.
It's Gloombringer. And I'll tip my hat.
Wait, haven't I met Gloombringer?
Which
You have
one?
Meta, you have, but also Meta, Gloombringer's drunk, and also Gloombringer doesn't remember other people.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. um, so yeah,
So
she
yes,
looks at
everything that's
you.
happening right now is canon. Yes, you have met Gloombringer before, and he is still saying, "Who are you? Nice to meet you."
Hmm.
I often forget people.
It seems the drinks are exceptionally strong here.
Hmm.
The drink is not why people come to this place. Come, follow me. And Dream will walk back to Revelry and bring you all into a lounge strewn with pillows and rugs. And in the center, a large willow tree that is budding with small little gems that tinkle as they fall to the floor. In the back, Crescent sleeping soundly, almost a purring sound as they snore. Welcome to Revelry, where dreams come true.
Beautiful.
We are off to the dreaming and then lands beyond to reunite two star-crossed lovers.
Oh, wait. Are we going now?
Yes? What
I'm,
what did you
I'm,
think we were doing?
I'm a horrible mess. One moment. And I'll clap my hand. And then an invisible Gloombringer will appear and cast Greater Restoration to undrunk me, and then Prestidigitation to fix my suit and kind of spruce me up for battle. Very well. Are we sure we don't want to bring more allies? Just 4 will do.
We are going to reunite people, not divide them. We have warded against the nightmares. I think it better to go in and out quickly and unnoticed as possible.
Well, I must say, I'm going to take the back seat on this one. You seem to be the resident expert.
That must have taken more maturity than I knew you had, Boombringer.
Dream, you're new here. There's much about me you have yet to learn.
Looking forward to peeling back the layers. I especially liked well, never mind. Let's be off, shall we? Jadot, you must be so excited.
And he's kind of almost pale. And his fists are gripped together. And the three of you head off
4?
into.
4.
I thought Gloomberger wasn't going.
Oh, no, I'm going. I just was asking if we're bringing more people. I thought you were excluding Nemesis.
Oh no, yeah, I'm going.
Hey, Gloombringer bought his ticket a while back.
I'm Jadot's company.
And
Pop.
What's that popping sound?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
okay. Make yourself cozy. Anywhere anywhere in the room shall do.
Gloombringer will just like lift his legs up and begin sitting where he's standing.
Just hovering in the air. And everyone makes themselves comfortable. And soon, amidst the pillows of the room, begin to fall asleep. Softly and soundly. Beginning to feel the pull of a starry night that turns into a trailway to other planes and other worlds. Dream, you are our guide on this journey.
Well, I'm just marking off the 7th level spell.
Little Jadot sitting at the bottom of the mountain. So cute. Look at him.
Oh, I have to get the other crescent before you yell at me again.
Do it for my friends.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
And do it. Do it. Do it.
No, you ruined it. It's do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it.
Ain't gonna Do it for the vibe. I ain't
Ain't
gonna do
gonna
it.
do it.
Do it for the
I don't
vibe. I
know
ain't gonna do it.
trends.
And
Stiff
then
wear.
stiff what?
Absolutely not.
Stiff wear.
Stiff
Fuck.
wear.
See, for our younger viewers who don't understand the reference, Vine was TikTok before TikTok was a thing.
Please.
Vine,
Or
Oh,
Instagram.
Vine is
Or
millennial
Instagram
TikTok.
Reels.
Musically,
yeah, I was gonna say, musically is what started TikTok. Really,
yeah.
it's
Yeah, well, I never used it, so it doesn't count.
what's that
Oh,
green
Oh,
flower? It's pretty, or the butterfly. I mean,
That's for when
oh
Cressy
wow.
gets polymorph.
oh, I
My
love
throat,
that. You have to send that to me.
Yeah.
my throat is deteriorating.
Poor Carlos.
Is it time, Carlos?
I think it's about time.
That's perfect for me. As you begin off into your travels, Ben, can you describe a little bit of us for us as we start to close up?
Stepping into the dream realm, you see all the dreams that are going on right now, fathomless in number, random, no consistency, some clear as day, some incoherent, all streaming right into you. This burst of confusion. But soon, everyone comes to their senses as Dream lifts you up from your slumber, no longer in the coziness of revelry, but in a field of stars, looking up at the starry night and the given moon.
What is the moon phase?
Looking that up right now. I think it's given, if I'm remembering correctly.
A gibbous.
Gibbous. Same thing.
Same thing.
See,
No,
a
it's
gibbon is a
actually made
monkey.
out of a monkey.
Moon's not real.
Rainbow monkeys, we love you.
Moon's not real. You can't tell me otherwise.
You believe in the moon?
Monkey.
What the fuck is
Um,
moon?
and
Whatever its form, you look to see it distorted. Jagged edges cut into it, as if a dark, inky cloud had been splashed across the moon's surface. You begin to realize that those clouds are much closer, and that just beyond them, shadows begin to lurch towards you. That is where we will end tonight's session.
Bum, bum, bum.
Thank you, as always, y'all, for amazing, amazing role play, great characters, hard work. I don't know, I just have fun with y'all. You just do such a great job. You make me proud.
Thank you, DM.
Damn.
No, no, no. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's do our normal closing time things. Release our friends to the lands of sleep. Um, the first thing we gotta do, of course, is nominations. I want to start with. I actually want to start with Gloombringer because I just love the "Who are you again?" energy. It just, I don't know, funny as hell. A lot of great scenes, but that one was funny. I love that.
That was a good
Cool,
scene.
nice. I have to give it to Nemesis. The staring at the moon monologue was
Oh,
like
the
pure gold.
monologue!
And like, what did she say? It was like happiness is just a story that hasn't ended. And I was like, that's fucking cold, bitch.
Girl,
Yeah.
I'm clipping so much of this episode and I'm sending it to you as a reel for your acting career because go fucking get that shit. That was so
Yeah.
good. And the best part is everything we do is improv. Improv. I'm telling you, none of this shit is scripted, y'all. None of it. That's why we always get so excited and we do nominations because y'all are really out here doing good fucking work all the time. So let's keep these nominations going. Nemesis, who is your nom?
Um, um, is who's the one who has the pixies that you're like they
That's
wanted to
Dream.
turn it's okay, so Dream, because I love the like the relationship that you have with your pixies being like, oh, we could turn them back into a slug. No. We're trying to we're trying to keep ourselves composed right now. Not imposing. It's, we're trying to be an example. It's just so great. I love them. I love Dream. It's like it's so cool, calm, and collected, but at the same time can cause so much chaos.
You're gonna love Primrose then. She's definitely from Brooklyn. Doesn't take no shit.
Hey, let's go. Come on, New Yorker.
Yup. And that's exactly how I voice her. She's like, what the fuck do you want? Didn't I just tell you I was already on that? Get out of my face.
I'm gonna turn you into a
Yes.
slug.
It's great. So yes, I will give it to Dream.
That means it's
Your vote, Ben?
muted, Ben.
I am going to give it to Atlantis. I think that a lot of this political stuff is probably out of his wheelhouse, and I'm looking forward to the character growth. I think there's a lot there. That came out wrong, but I think you understand what I mean.
Oh, um, this is a hard one. I think I'm gonna give it to Gloom because I really like Drunk Gloombringer.
Drunk Gloombringer is great.
Although my it's very close between Gloom and Nemesis because I also really like that monologue.
Yeah, I forgot last session that I was like whipped out the bottle of wine and was slinging it.
Just throwing it back.
So I was like, shit. I was like, my character's drunk by now. Definitely, gotta go with it.
We'll give it to both of you. Gloom and Nemesis, take it. You guys did great.
Love it.
Thank you.
And we will name tonight's episode.
Sweet
Yeah.
dreams are made of these.
I love that.
I love when there's just one ready, like loaded in the clip.
Yeah, I was thinking about it for a while the whole time the episode was going. I was like, why is this very dream oriented?
Because Dream brings the dreams in.
Yeah, just you just joined us. Like, just wait till like dream plays. Just chef's kiss.
Excited. Nice.
Hey, y'all. This is the part that's a little sad, but we will say goodnight until next week, where we delve back into our story and continue to figure out just exactly what's in store for us. Good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
Good night.
Adios.
Good night, stream.
Carlos is dying.
Good night from Dante.